Hello there. In this video, I want to talk a wee bit about one of the areas that I help people with during a session, and it is to create what we call a new point of attraction. If you can imagine a wall, a brick wall, and it could be just your standard red brick wall, and you've got all the lines where all the grout goes in, and then you have these bricks that overlap each other. Okay, so you just imagine a standard wall, and it's got all of these bricks on them, and they're all the same color, maybe slightly faded, but let's say like a faded red color or orange color. Those are in place. Those are like our beliefs. Those are like our go-tos. If we make a decision, yep, that's where our subconscious takes us to. When we get into the car, if you drive a car or you play a musical instrument or you've got some particular skill that you can do without thinking, there was a time whenever you first started to learn to drive the car, to ride the bicycle, to play the guitar, whatever that might be, that you maybe struggled at the start because all these different moving parts, all these different things to remember had to be rehearsed and rehearsed until the getting into the car, putting the seatbelt on, starting the engine up, getting everything ready, all the clutch, brake, accelerator, away you go, or playing the guitar, different chords, or whatever it might be. After a while, it becomes what was maybe 10 different things to do becomes just one thing. It's just chunked down into one particular process. So that happens through repetition. Now, the wall situation, whenever we have all of these bricks in the wall, if they're like our memories or like our beliefs or like our go-to habits, behavior states, that occurs without even thinking. So we might decide, oh, I better not go down there because this is going to happen and they're going to say that and so on and so on. I'm going to be judged. I'm going to feel embarrassed. I'm going to be ridiculed. Then you make a decision not to do that. But for us to create, and that keeps us small, and the important thing is that keeps us limited. But if we want to create a new way of thinking and we want to change one of those bricks to, let's say, a gold brick, a solid gold brick, we have to take out the old brick and insert the new one. So what's that got to do with a session? Well, in a session, whenever we have a feeling such as I'm not good enough, we'll take the example of me going up the Mourne Mountains. My fear was that I would stand out from the crowd. I would actually be commented on, and it was me making that decision that I was going to be commented on. People were going to say things to me, and that was coupled with the feeling as well. Don't forget, there's the feeling that goes along with that. So all of that was there, and it was a combination of the thoughts and the feelings that kept me small and made me doubt, should I go up the Mourne Mountains on that hike wearing shorts or jeans? Then 18 months later, I thought nothing of just running into the sea wearing swimming trunks. So what was the difference? What did I do? Well, I had replaced one of those bricks, one of those memories, one of those beliefs in that wall with a new gold one. And the gold one was freedom. The gold one, the gold brick was choice, was happiness, was fun, was excitement, all of those things. So I then had a fork in the road. Whenever I come to now in future decide to wear shorts or jeans, I have options where before it was always was don't wear them because you'll be judged, you'll be ridiculed. Now my choice is I can go down that line of not wearing them and that'll bring up the old stuff, or I can decide to go to the new thinking, the new belief, which was put yourself out there. People will judge, who cares? People will ridicule, who cares? They're not important to me. What is important to me is feeling good, is feeling happy, is feeling excited, is being able to run through those waves wearing my swimming trunks and not worry about running up and down the beach and what people thought. I've created a new point of attraction. Instead of the old red orange brick on the wall, I've now got a gold one. That gold one represents freedom to me. So how did that happen? I reduced the intensity of the upset feelings, because what often blocks us is maybe a feeling in what we say to ourselves, our thoughts, but it's also accompanied by a feeling in our body, shallow breathing. Maybe an issue with our stomach. Maybe we've got irritable bowel. maybe our heart races really fast, maybe our mouth goes dry, maybe we get tension in our neck, whatever that is accompanies the thought accompanies the feeling accompanies the thought. During a session, we can take a look at the thoughts, we can take a look at the physical sensations in the body and reduce them down and dissolve them, evaporate them till they're not there anymore. We find out what the belief was made at the time. So this often relates to an event of it's not safe to put myself out there. We take a look briefly, really briefly, at how we felt at that time, what decisions we made at that time, and the majority of the session is through clearing that. Then it's just done in a number of techniques which I can show you in a one-to-one session, so that you then have no tug, no pull, if you like, back to the old way of thinking. Instead, you create something new and a new way to feel in the body and a new way to think, a new way to talk to yourself, so that whenever it happened for me, I was coming back out of the water, having been in for a bit of a dip with the same people that went up the Mourne Mountains with a beach full of people, and running back up towards the car to get dried off and changed. And it only dawned on me, wow, I've done this. This is brilliant. And it's freedom. And the more you do that, you build on it. So when you come to the fork in the road, this one just dwindles. The choice of going back to the old way disappears. So the only way you start to live your life then is going towards that gold brick, going towards that freedom. And that is possible. That really, really is possible. So, something to think about. Thank you.